What happens when a group of humans are suddenly in a world without police to enforce laws?
Well, many believe the absolute worst in people will come out. This is the idea of every dystopian-themed media, and was also true in Lord of the Flies, a book where a group of youths find themselves stranded on an island and become more and more unhinged until they eat one of the members of their group.
However, did you know that Lord of the Flies was inspired by a real story?
In 1966, 6 boys hoping to play hooky from school stole a fishing boat and made their escape, only to be hit by a storm and find themselves trapped on a rocky islet south of Tonga. By the time they were found by Australian Captain Peter Warner, they had set up a food garden, rainwater capture devices, various spaces for sports, musical instruments, and more.
Since they all got along well, it might not make for as exciting of a story, but it does counteract common perception of what would happen. I am not saying every story will end up happy.
For example, the book Moby Dick was also inspired by a real story. The real story involved a whaling ship called the Essex, which was sunk by an angry whale in 1819.
The crew was split between boats, and desperation for food and water first caused them to cannibalize deceased crewmates. Then one of the boats turned to drawing lots, as a way to condone both murder and cannibalism.
My point is that humans are creatures of both bad and good. While one leader might nudge their members towards violence, another leader might lean towards peace. There are arguments for both sides, and history shows it.
If you attack a people, you can take their resources. Comparatively, if you take a more peaceful route, you can develop more active trading partners and trade routes.
I am bringing all this up because predictability is something we all try to avoid as writers, but it's something a lot of writers fall into in a goal to create conflict. For example, if your character is in a second world fantasy or dystopian setting all alone and comes across a small group of mean-looking men on the road, your readers will assume that group is evil even before you make it a plot twist, simply because the twist has been done so many times. The idea that no laws means no good people can leak into your stories so much that it can become the good people that are the more surprising plot twist. If you took that road example again, and gave every hint to the readers that the group of men might be evil, but then have them help the lone character, that would be a more surprising twist to most readers. Please do not take this as a suggestion that you should eliminate all evil from your stories.
Instead, I suggest considering a balance.
With a proper balance, it will make it so readers truly don't know the intention of a new character or group, because the writer has already shown that the situation could go either way.